everyone, coming up here on the NXT Ring Report. Latest coverage of what's going on in NXT. We're going to talk about it here. We're going to talk about a lot of NXT matches coming up, whereas qualifying matches in your way. Let's get the NXT Ring Report started right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Skippy Dix here. Glad you join us here on the NXT Ring Report. Join in the conversation. Use the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe and share. Tell a friend. Call a friend. Hit that subscribe button. So you won't do something. You know what? A thing here for the NXT Ring Report. You want to get yourself situated, started. You know what I mean? NXT Ring Report. With that Women's Knockout Tag Team Championship. We'll get to that in a minute. But let's get things started right here, right now. So fresh, so clean with this. With this. Ethan Page was set to defend his North American Championship. We cut that dude off. Yeah. Cut that music off. Ethan Page. Ethan Page set to defend the North American Championship. El Lafiro. Ethan Page had it up here. Ethan Page did not know what to expect about Ethan Page. Ethan Page want to showcase his ability against his newcomer El Lafiro, whoever he was tonight. Stuff. And however that went down and stuff. Let me show you right here, Ethan Page. Show you Ethan Page right quick. I don't know why he's acting up. Yeah, Ethan Page getting the win, the victory over Hero. He did so tonight. The other Hero really didn't have no choice against Ethan Page. All ego won, showcasing his abilities as he did, showing that he's not nothing to mess with. Ethan Page won against the newcomers. It's like ENT was kind of losing off a lot. Talent stuff, like you see they lost Henry, Devon Evans, and Trick Williams. Now they got the leftovers and stuff. So they keep trying to rebuild on that rebuilding phase and trying to get themselves back into order. I can tell you that right now. So hopefully NXT will try to get themselves back into contention. Hey, but the general manager don't want no surprises, and she has been trying to see with Tony D'Angelo however that was going to go down eventually and stuff. D'Angelo did show up. Tony D'Angelo showed up and tried to show himself in the middle of a match. Saw that I forgot the new Evolve Boys or something with Sean Carter, the Evolve champion. They won that match tonight, and they did. And Tony D'Angelo, we'll say this: Tony D'Angelo came out of nowhere when it was. Tony D'Angelo came out of nowhere. He did so. As you saw right here. What the hell? Tony D'Angelo did attacking Eli Knight and Sean Evans. They had their match tonight. Both of them got moved up to the NXT roster. tonight. So they're now NXT moving forward. And did so tonight. Um, and we saw Sean Evans won his match tonight. Evans advances on to the ladder match on in February 3rd edition of NXT to see who's going to be next NXT champion in that ladder 6-man ladder match. So how that went down. Saw that Tony Angelo tried to get himself involved. Then so as he did. He saw it, saw fit. Ava had no choice but to have him be arrested and charged. Tony Angelo left the premise and stuff. That's what happened. Even to the point that what's his name? Ricky Starks got a little bit blindsided, a little bit shook. Ricky Starks didn't want none part of that. That D'Angelo made it very clear what's his goal, what's his mission, and what he's trying to do moving forward. You see right here, Sean Evans getting put upside. Starks didn't know what to think of it. Didn't know what to think. You kind of left a bad taste in everybody's mouth after Tony D'Angelo got arrested. Well, but you need to know what's going on with Tony D'Angelo going forward and what he's planning on doing to rectify his situation with Abram. I can tell you that right now, Abram was not looking impressed and happy. Well, so we see. Speaking of that, we saw this right here. Sean Evans, the Evolve boys, I want to call until Joe Henry came out there until Sean, what's his name, wanted to know who his opponent was. The opponent was going to be Joe Henry. I think one of the dudes didn't realize Joe Henry was the girl. I hope that was just a plant with Joe Henry came out there saying, I hope that Joe Henry could probably say NXT. But we know next week there will be um, a match. So it will be another qualifying match next week. We'll see that next week as well. Coming up next Tuesday, Sean Evans. But that Josh Bridges took on Shallow Hill. Shallow Hill won his match. Shallow Hill advances over Josh Bridges. And make Josh Bridges kind of realizing that Shallow Hill he's winning luck. So Shallow Hill winning as well. So congratulations in order to Shallow Hill. We know Ava made the announcement earlier that next week they're gonna be Izzy Dame's gonna have some challenges coming her way. Izzy Dame looks like she's gonna be having Tia Hill and Lola Vice battling for who's gonna be a triple threat match. And which one of these three women will win? Izzy Dame doesn't have to lose her belt to lose her title. She's gonna have her work cut out for her next week. We'll see that coming up. Well as this, Blake Monroe, maybe Jada Parker right quick. Jada Parker made it clear attention. She want to get her hands on Blake Monroe. Go right here, right quick. Blake Monroe, Jada Parker having a word of words. These two women could be in the Royal Rumble match. You know they're gonna add NXT women into this Royal Rumble match. Could see that coming your way. Well, so looking for Blake Monroe and Jada Parker next week. So we'll see. Blake Monroe, Jada Parker, what they're gonna have coming up in store. So the mill, OTM, OMT, OTM, and they want a shot at the tag team championships. They want a shot. They want it real bad. So they're gonna get a shot next week for the tag team titles. We'll see if Over the Mill could leave out with NXT tag titles next week. We'll see. It's just gonna be in their future. Well, we get to the main event. This triple threat tag team match. Which one of these three tag team women's tag teams will go and meet the women's tag team champs, the TNA women's tag team champs, the um the Elegance brand? Well, we didn't have to look no further, and we know who it's gonna be. Zaria and Sol Ruca both earned themselves an opportunity. Zaria and Sol Ruca earned themselves a not match. They're gonna move on. Sol Ruca getting good with her flexibility. Solo Roca doing a lot. So Solo Roca and Zaria still having some tension laying down, but they still coexist and got the job done. And now they're going to be going for the TNA Knockouts Tag Team titles. We'll see that as well coming up. Well, that's going to do it. We know next week. Next week we'll be at Dandy. Next week will be this right here. The NXT Tag Team Championships are online. OTM taking on Dark State. We'll see that match next week for the Tag Team Championship on the line. So can't wait to see that coming up. So I guess they're trying to figure out as they rebuild and stuff going forward. So we'll see how all this is going to play out. But I mean, this NXT was kind of stale to me. It just wasn't, you know what I'm saying, no pizzazz or nothing like that. Maybe they're going through a rebuilding for phase since they lost a lot of their stars. Jordan Grace on the women's side, she's on SmackDown now. Trick Williams, um, Javon Evans, Oba Fimby, all moving up to the main roster. I think NXT is on their rebuilding phase, and hopefully they'll try to get back on track coming up shortly. All right, we're gonna leave you with Solo Roca and Zaria. Solo Roca and Zaria. We can show you that picture. Won their match tonight. They earned themselves a future Knockouts Tag Team Championship match. We'll see when that's gonna come around. We'll see. Coming up probably help on TNA since they got a lot going on. A lot of people are unhappy about TNA trying to be WWE like. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I've been your host, Kendra Dix. Said so long for the NXT Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show. We'll see you tomorrow for the AEW Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show.